Good morning. Coming up overnight, escalating violence in the Middle East. Israel's military launching strikes on the Gaza Strip. We're live in the region. And a new jobs report out this morning. What it could signal about the economy and where we're all headed. Also this morning, last-minute spring break travel deals. Strategies to help you save, and those stories, so much more. Coming up right here on GMA.
And starting today, San Antonio City Council members will take part in the SA Challenge blood drives. City Council members will sponsor blood drives with South Texas Blood and Tissue Center within their districts in a friendly competition to bring in the most donors. All donors who participate in the upcoming SA Challenge drives will receive an exclusive 2023 Fiesta Medal, and get this, you're going to be entered to win XFL Brahma tickets. The challenge will run until April 16th. Big reminder, San Antonio Book Festival is coming up. It's happening on Saturday, April 15th. The festival will happen from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Central Library and UTSA Southwest Campus in downtown San Antonio, just a couple blocks from the KSAT studios. The book festival is free, it's family friendly, and it draws thousands of festival goers downtown with a day full of author presentations, book sales, book signings, and so much more. You're not going to miss it. All right, time now, 5:56, 51 degrees out. We got a lot coming up on GMSA. The overnight rain not stopping campers from setting up in San Antonio parks. Why some families say they were able to get the perfect spot for Easter weekend. Plus, the traditional passion play set for later this morning, rain or shine. We're going to check in with Alyssa Cole for a preview of today's events at the San Fernando Cathedral, how you can watch if you want to stay away from the rain. And go Spurs go, playing their final 2 home games up in Austin. We've got the sights and sounds from the Moody Center. That's next. Plus, we know the last couple days have been chaotic on the roadways. We're going to check in with Steven Cavazos for what you need to know before you head out the door.
I'm ABC's Justin Finch in Washington, where President Biden is condemning a Tennessee State House vote to expel 2 Democrats for taking part in a gun reform protest. That White House response ahead.
Also this morning on GMSA, San Antonio police continue a standoff with a shooting suspect. Police believe he shot and killed a woman at a taco truck on the city's south side. What we've been able to learn since then, that's coming up.
Let's look out there with live cam. Be prepared with a rain jacket again, and maybe a jacket to keep you warm. It's still cold out this morning, 51 degrees.
Live from KSAT 12. Good morning, San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning and happy Friday. It is Good Friday. It is April 7th. We know there's a lot going on in and around the Alamo City, but obviously the story of the week really has been the weather and the traffic. Yesterday I was watching from afar.
Yes.
You guys stayed on top of all of it.
Well, it was really Justin and Steven. They were the busy ones, but it was a messy commute yesterday, and we may have that today, but a lot of people are off, though, this morning.
Yeah, I think as Steven will tell you here in just a second, the roads are less crowded. A lot of people are probably heading out to the Passion Play today, and you guys said it's going on rain or shine, right? That's the idea. If you are headed out there, take a coat with you. Take the umbrella just in case, too, because I do think we'll see some showers still around on radar. Right now, we're not seeing a lot here around San Antonio, but we are starting to see some light showers picking up across southern Bexar County, and then some heavier stuff, Gonzales, Floresville, down over to Kennedy. Areas that got quite a bit of rain yesterday, so we are going to have to watch for some minor flooding in spots, especially in those areas that picked up 5-6 inches of rain. Here in San Antonio, again, the light showers are just starting to kick up, and we're sitting in the low 50s still. It's about where we were most of yesterday. Dew point is at 48, north-northeasterly winds at about 10 miles per hour. KSAT 12-hour forecast, we're going to up the rain chances as we get into mid-morning, and by midday, 70% chance of rain. Temperatures hold right there in the low to mid-50s. And by the afternoon, we'll start to bring rain chances down. Lower rain chances tonight. In the weekend, it clears out. Easter Sunday actually looks pretty good. More on that and another radar update for you here in just a few minutes. But for now, we check in with Steven and check in on hopefully some quiet roadways.
Quiet right now, maybe getting a little bit busier just now that it's 6 a.m., but let's get a quick look. And if you have to head out the door in the next few minutes, things are still pretty quiet. Yeah, you see a little bit of a damp roads there at 1604 at Medio Creek. We also know that some areas were wet this morning. We haven't seen any major issues that would slow drivers down, but we want you to obviously take it slow out there, just given the conditions. Yesterday was a mess on the roads, to say the least, but this morning we have a little bit of relief, but we're going to have to watch things very closely. Even though it is quiet, it is also Good Friday, so maybe a lot of you have the day off and are just enjoying GMSA from the comforts of your home, not having to rush out in the next few minutes. But if you do, just give yourself plenty of time. The roads aren't crowded, but just getting a little bit busier, guys. Taking you to our map, it's still the same story here. Plenty of green on the screen and a lot of active construction. We can talk about that a little bit later on, but I do want to bring your attention right over here to 410. We do actually have some road debris detected in the southbound lanes there as you approach State Highway 151. Make sure to watch out. It's still very dark out there, so we want you to be aware of the conditions as the morning commute does get going. Right now, travel times into the Alamo City, that journey from Bernie along I-10 eastbound should be about 24 minutes. Along 281 southbound heading in from Bulverde, no need to hurry there, 27 minutes right now. And along I-35 southbound from New Braunfels, it's not too awful, 26 minutes again at this point. But if you're getting back, we're getting back here on TransGuide on the rotation. We're taking a look at some of the quiet roadways, the conditions, just getting a little bit busier, but no major issues have been reported just yet. But we'll keep a close eye on things throughout the morning. Max, Steph.
Thank you, Stephen. Happening right now, San Antonio police are in a standoff with a man accused of a deadly shooting near a taco stand on the city's south side. It's going on right now along Humboldt Street and Ferndale Street. It all started around 9 last night near Commercial and Southwest Military. Police tell us there was some sort of disturbance between a man driving a Jeep and another man in a different vehicle. Now, police tell us that when the man in the Jeep tried to get away, the driver in the other car pulled out a gun and shot at the Jeep, hitting a woman in the passenger seat. She died at the scene. We're going to hear from Katrina Weber live at the scene coming up at 6:30.
Meanwhile, some great news out of Floresville this morning. Power has been restored to more than 4,000 customers. Now, they've been without power for most of the day and most of the night yesterday. The Floresville Electric Light and Power Systems Facebook page says just after midnight, crews were successful in completing repairs, restoring service to all 4,600 customers served by their Eagle Creek substation. Now, here's the thing. It's a great sign of news. Crews had anticipated the power wasn't going to be back on until 6 p.m. tonight. So a huge relief to all those living in the Floresville area.
Happening today, thousands of spectators are expected to line the streets of downtown San Antonio for the annual Passion Play. Now, the prayer service will start at 9:30 a.m. at Milan Park, and then the procession will go to Main Plaza, where San Fernando is. Now, the traditional Hispanic Good Friday service starts at 1 p.m. at San Fernando Cathedral. We're told the Passion Play will go on as planned, regardless of the rainy weather. And if you can't make it out, KSAT is planning to live stream the event on our website at ksat.com. This page is also where we have the full schedule posted for the Passion Play.
Top of your morning headlines, President Joe Biden addressing the contentious vote by Tennessee state lawmakers.
Now, the legislature's Republican supermajority voted to expel 2 Democrats who joined protesters on the chamber floor.
As ABC's Justin Finch reports, they were demanding gun reform after that deadly Nashville school shooting that happened just last month.
In Nashville, they're being called the Tennessee Three.
We're going to continue to fight to ensure that more lives are not lost to the epidemic of gun violence.
In a party line vote, Democrat Representatives Justin Pearson and Justin Jones were expelled from their seats. Expulsion votes are rare in Tennessee and have been used in the past to eject members for unlawful misconduct. Fellow Democrat Gloria Johnson narrowly escaping expulsion by the Republican supermajority.
I know that rules sometimes have to be broken, and sometimes you have to get in good trouble.
Johnson questioned on why she survived the vote and her colleagues did not.
It might have to do with the color of our skin.
You cannot ignore the racial dynamic of what happened today. 2 young black lawmakers get expelled and the one white woman does not. That's a statement in and of itself.
Tennessee's Republican House Speaker denied race played a factor and defended the vote.
What I will say is there are consequences for action. I voted for all 3. Obviously, I thought all 3 should have been expelled.
state Republicans called for expulsion votes, accusing the trio of disorderly behavior and violating decorum. Joining protesters on the chamber floor, pressuring lawmakers to take up gun reform after a mass shooter killed 3 students and 3 staffers at Nashville's Covenant School. President Biden releasing a statement condemning the expulsion votes and saying in part, rather than debating the merits of the issue, these Republican lawmakers have chosen to punish, silence, and expel duly elected representatives of the people of Tennessee. And those 2 expelled Democrats are eligible to run again for their seats in a special election. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
In other headlines, a new report came out from the nonprofit journalism site ProPublica, and the report found that Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas had accepted several luxury trips from Republican mega donor Harlan Crow from Dallas. As a Supreme Court justice, Thomas is technically not bound by any formal ethics codes, but he does file an annual financial disclosure form, which did not include these luxurious trips. Democratic Senator Sheldon Whitehouse now calling on Chief Justice John Roberts of the Supreme Court to investigate the matter. Time now 6:07, 51 degrees out.
And still to come on GMSA, Walmart has plans to make electric car ownership more accessible, what they're planning to add to all their stores in the near future.
And after the break, Spurs playing in Austin for their last 2 home games. Why team leadership says it doesn't mean that we're moving the team there. And I cannot say that enough times. I know there's been some speculation. They're not going anywhere.
We just want to be reassured, Max.
I gotcha. That's what I'm here for.
I'm glad. Let's look out there with live cam. 51 degrees, nice and cold if you're a fan of that weather. We're going to look for changes over the weekend, and we're going to check in with Justin all about that very soon.
Good morning, welcome back, and go Spurs go. Spurs technically hosting the Blazers in Austin last night in front of 16,000 fans. Keldon Johnson, he missed the morning shoot-around. He had a stomach issue, but he played because he wanted to be part of history. And you just saw him there. Less than 15 seconds into the first quarter, he knocked down a 12-footer. And then here we go. Former Blazer, Mr. Collins with the dunk. Beautiful. And the Spurs off to a hot start. I mean, look at that. Even Pop had a smile on him. You never know. All right, so Spurs here running the break. And then bam, with the exclamation point right at the Moody Center. Spurs doing everything they can. They were up at halftime 69-61. So what happens next? We go to the third quarter. We're starting off hot too. KBD passing to Keldon. This is my favorite play of the day. Look at that. That's some Spurs basketball. Great passing, great dunk, 74-68 San Antonio. They led by 9 a few times, then they trailed after 3, 198. Fourth quarter Blazers on the run. You just saw that alley-oop. Kevin Knox the second. Slam dunk Blazers. They led by 7, but then Spurs take charge. KBD back to back. That's right. From downtown, San Antonio would lead 123-119. The Spurs go on to win 129-127. KBD leading the Spurs 25 points. And Keldon and Champagnie 24 apiece. So here we go. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of speculation about the Spurs playing the last 2 games at the Moody Center. We know that's happening, but it does have a lot of fans concerned that the Silver and Black could move the team up north. So, obviously, during his State of the Spurs address before the game, R.C. Buford, he was asked about these concerns.
First of all, I think we, from the whole family, from Peter J. Holt, the commitment is there, continues to be there, will always be there to San Antonio. I think if you've gone out to see our new Human Performance Campus at the Rock at La Cantera, that is a financial commitment and an emotional commitment to our community that is our home. And what we hope to bring to the impact of it throughout our communities, we continue to be engaged in so many places. I don't know how we can say any stronger. San Antonio is home.
All right, so looking ahead, yes, San Antonio is home, but the Spurs will play one more game at the Moody Center. That is set for Saturday, 3 p.m., hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go. All right, so we know the Spurs are on the move north, at least for Saturday. A lot of people on the move this morning, but it seemed a lot calmer than the last couple days, Stephen.
Yeah, definitely, Max. But let's get a look here. We have a stalled Via bus is what it looks like. They are 37 at Hackberry. Very dark out there, so we in fact can't even confirm if that's a Via bus, but we will talk to our friends at TransGuide who could zoom that camera in a little bit more. They'll be able to tell us a little bit more information. Right now, this has not been pinpointed on the TxDOT website, so we can't tell you if this is north or south, but either which way, looks like someone is experiencing some trouble out there. So let's hopefully, we'll see a TxDOT Hero truck arrive pretty shortly. Taking you to our map, we still have that road debris I talked about at 410 eastbound at State Highway 151. Not impacting traffic, but just be on the lookout as the commute does get moving this morning because there's still plenty of active construction taking place as well. As a quick reminder, as we get closer to 9 p.m., pardon me, we're going to see this bridge work take place over on the east side of Bexar County. Remember, this starts at 9 in the evening and should wrap at 5 in the morning. We're going to see that work take us all the way up to tomorrow, actually. There's a full closure of the eastbound main lanes at File Road. So plan your commute ahead of time. Plenty of construction taking place. Scan the QR code that's now on your screen that takes you to our KSAT traffic page. We have a full list of all the closures on our website. But yesterday, don't forget, our tweets are also embedded on our traffic page. And I was tweeting up a storm about the number of incidents that were reported. We send push alerts out as well. So always like to say no before you go.
Like that. All right, I'm just going to throw Justin under the bus. You know, you could be a little better about tweeting, Justin. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow. On his personal Twitter.
On his personal Twitter. The KSAT weather app is great. But like, if you could retweet me sometimes, that would just be appreciated.
No, I'm working on getting the gram taken care of.
Oh, that's fair.
You have Instagram.
Twitter's great too.
Facebook. Yeah. And then your live app.
Are you on?
It's a lot.
Yeah. And Justin has his own personal TikTok too. He does all the dances.
I do not. As much as I would love to. No, that's not happening. Let's look at the live radar right now. We've got some showers and some storms still gathering off to the south and east of San Antonio, Floresville over to Cuero. That's where the heavy rain is right now. And that is a corridor, as we've been saying, that saw heavy rain yesterday. So there's not a lot of flood issues at the moment, but if this picks up again, we may have some, especially on some of those secondary roads. You just got to be careful, especially late at night with it still being dark. Sun's not quite up yet. It's hard to tell just how deep water is sometimes. So be careful. There are some flood warnings for some of the creeks and rivers down there near Kennedy. As far as what's going on here in San Antonio, we are starting to see some light shower activity pick up. And it's basically sprinkly showers, but they're moving south to north. And we'll probably see the activity pick up even more as we head towards mid-morning. At the moment, though, nothing heavy. It's all pretty light here in town. Yesterday, there was some good heavy rainfall at times. Now, this is the drought monitor. So this maroon color you see here, exceptional drought. It has been a rough go last 2 or 3 years, really. And yesterday, we did get some good rain right over that drought area, drought-stricken area. Now, it wasn't a ton of rain, but it's more than we've seen in a while. And some of it did fall in these areas. And by the way, that's also the recharge zones. The aquifer has been jumping up too. All good news here. That's the bottom line. This is an area that desperately needed rain, and we got some. And we make it a little more today. Right now, 51 degrees at the airport, 53 Stinson, 52 at Kelly. Still looking at a north-northeasterly wind. Winds have been fairly breezy, and we'll continue to see that today. What about rain chances? Where do they stand? So I think as we head towards 8 o'clock, you'll see a little bit more on the radar. 60% chance of rain. And as we get some energy coming in from the south and west, all indications are that the radar will get even more busy, say around midday with some showers and maybe a few storms kicking in too. And then by the afternoon, we'll start to see things taper off. And by tonight, rain chances essentially will kind of fade away, and we'll get to lower rain chances even more. So 70% chance at 9 o'clock, 52. We'll keep that 70% chance to about 2 o'clock or so, 2 or 3, and then rain chances start to fall from there. 55, the high temperature today. That's it. It's another cool day. And what about your Easter weekend? Clearing late, 68 degrees on Saturday, 73 on Sunday, and partly sunny. So the weekend actually looks pretty good if you have plans for Easter Sunday. Not bad, but we will get some rain chances coming back into the forecast as we get into Monday. 72, 76 on Tuesday, small chance, and it does warm up Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, tomorrow looks nice too.
Tomorrow doesn't look bad, and I think it'll be cloudy for the first half of the day, maybe some clearing late.
Not too bad. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. Time now 6:19, 51 degrees out.
And just ahead, a dramatic rescue of a family in a burning home. The heart-pounding rescue that was caught on camera.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me. Feel significant symptom relief with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Skyrizi is the first and only IL-23 inhibitor for Crohn's that can deliver both clinical remission and endoscopic improvement. The majority of people on Skyrizi achieve long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
In this morning's GMA First Look, we're hearing from the family seen in this heart-pounding rescue, saved from this burning home.
Baby, coming down.
Watch as these 3 Indiana police officers rush up to a burning home to rescue a family in the middle of the night. Officers Madison Douglas, Freddie Martinez, and Sergeant Andrew Snyder first on the scene at the home after a 2 a.m. 911 call reporting people trapped inside, including a baby struggling to breathe.
And when I had opened the door, I just got hit in the face with smoke and I seen fire, so panic just set in right away.
I was terrified we weren't going to make it out, so when the police got there, I was really relieved.
And coming up at 7 a.m. in this GMA exclusive, we're there as the family reunites with their rescuers for the first time. With your GMA First Look, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News New York.
In your consumer headlines, Walmart making a move to make EV, electric vehicle ownership, more accessible. The company says they are working on building electric vehicle charging stations at thousands of their Walmart stores. The plan is for a coast-to-coast network to be fully operational by 2030.
Google CEO says his company is planning to add an AI chatbot to its search engine. He tells the Wall Street Journal the addition would help Google answer a wider range of questions. He also says he's not worried about chatbots threatening Google's search business.
And Motorola's Moto G Power phone is getting some big upgrades. The device will have 5G for the first time. It's also getting a more powerful processor, but it is going to cost you. The starting price going up $50. It is now $300.
And we're going to have a quick reminder about the San Antonio Book Festival. It's happening on Saturday, April 15th. So the festival starts at 9 a.m. and goes until 5 p.m. at the Central Library and UTSA Southwest campus in downtown San Antonio. It's a free, family-friendly event that draws thousands of festival goers downtown for a day full of author presentations, panel discussions, book sales, signings, and more.
And I know our producer Haley Powers has been working really hard talking to a lot of these authors, giving a full preview. So make sure you're on the lookout for some of those interviews, give you a full preview of what you can expect when you head to the book festival. Time now 6:25, 51 degrees out.
And still ahead at 6:30, the federal tax deadline's coming up fast. How to avoid mistakes on your return that could get you in trouble with the IRS.
Plus, Katrina Weber live at a police standoff involving a murder suspect. That's going to come up in just a few moments.
Let's look out there with Trans Guy looking over at I-37 at Hackberry, where things are moving, but we have a vehicle off to the side of the road. We're going to be checking in with Stephen Cavazos again very soon.
Come outside with nothing in your hand. We're not leaving until you come out.
San Antonio police try to use words on a man who they say used a gun to kill someone. Good morning, I'm Katrina Weber. I have the latest on this standoff coming up.
Also this morning on GMSA, their traditional passion play is set to go on. Rain or shine later this morning. A preview of today's events and how you can watch even if you can't be there in person.
And we mentioned rain or shine because that has been the trend for the last couple days. Will the rain continue through the day? It looks like we're getting a little break right now. We're going to check in with Justin Horn in just a few moments.
Good morning. Happy Friday. It is April 7th. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's been busy for Justin and Stephen for the past couple of days.
That's right. So, Justin, we took a live look out there. Looked like the rain paused momentarily. Is it going to pick back up anytime soon?
It appears that it will. We'll get a little more coverage on the radar coming up a little bit later this morning as we head towards noontime. Right now, there's not a lot on the radar. We've got some light showers here and there, but these are pretty spotty and they're pretty light. The heavier stuff is down to the south near Floresville and in Carson City, where we've had quite a bit of rain just over the last hour or so. But here in San Antonio, you're going to see some of these passing showers. And I suspect that the radar will get a little more busy here over the next couple of hours. We'll be keeping close tabs on it. Of course, a lot of people will be out at the Passion Play today. We think it's mostly showers. You're going to want to have your umbrella with you. But there could be some lightning and thunder mixed in there, so we got to be awful careful. Have the KSAT weather app with you. It'll alert you if there is lightning in the area. It'll let you know. Pollen count. Oak is in a high category. This was yesterday's numbers, by the way, but 5,990. My hope is that with the rain yesterday, washed a lot of the pollen out. Wishful thinking maybe, but we'll see if the numbers go down. We'll get pollen count in about an hour or so. We'll certainly pass that along to you. Weather headlines. Yes, more showers today. They are in the forecast. Clearing skies, though, tomorrow. If you're hoping for some sun, you're probably going to have to wait until Saturday afternoon, but it is in the forecast. And we have a pretty nice Easter Sunday forecast, too, with some comfortable temperatures. Right now, 51. Dew point is at 48, and we've got a northerly wind at 12, gusting to 22. It's still chilly out there, and it's going to be a jacket-type day all day long. Temperatures really don't warm up much. Like yesterday, with the rain and the cloud cover, we'll stay right there in the mid-50s with that stout northeasterly wind. So pretty nice weekend, and then we got some more rain chances showing up next week. We'll show you that to you in your 7-day forecast here in just a couple minutes. But now we toss it over to Steven, and you've got a stall?
Yeah, stall. You know, I'm really rethinking this outfit. I should have worn a turtleneck today. That would have worked out perfect. It's that kind of day in April, right? But hey, you know, it's not the kind of day. It's the kind of day the roads aren't too bad, actually. Just wet out there, a little damp. You could see there at 1604 at Medio Creek. Thankfully, nothing major has been reported, guys. But as Justin mentioned, we do at least have one stall that's been reported, and it looks like it's right here at 37 at I-10. I believe this is a different shot our friends at TransGuide have provided us, and it does look like that must be some sort of stall via bus. We need to work to confirm the direction because that's not been listed yet from TxDOT. But again, just watch out as you get the commute rolling this morning. We're hoping that because it is Good Friday, there won't be a lot of people out there traveling, but some may be heading out of town or some may be coming into town. Just remember to remind your family members or friends if they're visiting to drive safe out there and let them know to have that KSAT mobile app downloaded with the notifications turned on because we'll let you know if any incident does pop up on the roadway. Let's take you to the map, and it does look like we are seeing some different icons here, so we'll have to confirm a few things. Anytime we see these types of icons, what it indicates is that we see some high water. So we have to confirm that with our friends over at TransGuide, find out what they're seeing out there, because it doesn't look like from these shots at TransGuide we're seeing any significant amount of wet roads out there, but we are seeing some damp roads. We are seeing a few more folks out there. 37 at I-10. Remember to watch out as the commute does get rolling this morning. We'll keep a close eye on things, guys.
Thank you, Stephen. And right now we have some great news out of Floresville. Power has been restored to about 4,600 customers who had been without power for most of the day and night yesterday. The Floresville Electric Light and Power System Facebook page saying that just after midnight, crews were able to successfully complete repairs and restore service to all 4,600 customers served by their Eagle Creek substation. Now, crews had anticipated the power was not going to be back until around 6 p.m. today, so it's a big relief to all those living in that Floresville area. And happening right now, 2 people are in the hospital after one person stabbed the other.
So it happened at a home on San Antonio's northeast side. It happened on Flairwood Street near Judson Road at I-35, and that's where we find our Alyssa Cole joining us live.
Alyssa, what else have police told you?
Yes, we just got a chance to speak with San Antonio police not too long ago. They are handling this situation as a family violence situation. The reason being, police tell us that a man and a woman, they're married, a married couple, were in their household as some type of argument broke out, and the man cut the woman in the neck area. We don't know how many times, but we know that it was significant enough to the point where paramedics took her to the hospital. After the man and cut her in the neck area. Police tell us he then went to a different room and he began cutting on himself. And there's right now no update on his condition. Both of them were taken to a nearby hospital. And again, investigators are out here and they are handling this as a family violence situation. But they want people to know in this area, in this neighborhood, who may just be looking out their windows right now, just wondering what's going on. There is no immediate danger to you. You are safe in this neighborhood right now. Police are taking care of the situation. But of course, for now, reporting on the northeast side, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. And a message from San Antonio police: negotiators may be falling on deaf ears. So far, a suspect in a murder has refused to come out of his Southside home.
Katrina Weber live where the standoff continues on Humboldt Street, not too far from I-35 and West South Cross.
And Katrina, that murder happened late last night. It sounds like police were able to track down the suspect fairly quickly.
Yeah, we don't know exactly how they were able to do that so quickly, but it does seem that they tracked the suspect to his home here less than an hour after that murder happened. Now, this suspect is accused of shooting and killing a woman. That murder happened around 9 o'clock last night. San Antonio police say the suspect had gotten into some sort of a dispute with a man near a taco truck a few miles from here at Southwest Military and Commercial. They say the suspect pulled out a gun and fired into the other man's car, hitting a woman who was inside. She died from her wounds. And it seems the suspect took off from there, but then police did track him to his home here on Humboldt Street. Now, they have been trying to get him to come out ever since then. You can probably hear them on the loudspeaker in the background here. Now, they've at the very least been asking him to talk to them on the phone, but so far no signs that that man is complying. Reporting live on the South Side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. Happening today, thousands of spectators are expected to line the streets of downtown San Antonio for the annual Passion Play. The prayer service starts at 9:30 a.m. at Milan Park, and the procession goes to Main Plaza. The traditional Hispanic Good Friday service starts at 1 p.m. at San Fernando Cathedral, and we're told the Passion Play will go on as planned regardless of the rainy weather. But if you can't make it out, KSAT is planning to live stream the event on our website at ksat.com. This page is also where we have the full schedule posted for the Passion Play. And the curfew this morning has been lifted at San Antonio parks for Easter weekend. Camping for the holiday has been a tradition for many, and not even the cold, wet weather stopping families from keeping that tradition alive. Parks usually close at 11 p.m., but for the Easter holiday, the curfew has been lifted and will remain lifted until after Easter Sunday. Families we spoke to made sure they got the perfect spot.
We come out about 2 weeks early, just watching it, seeing if any cars are passing by, looking at our spot, just because this is our spot, you know.
It's cold out, man. That doesn't deter y'all at all?
A little bit, but not really. I mean, it's once a year and everybody's waiting.
While many enjoy the holiday, the city wants to remind campers to be mindful of their trash and to celebrate responsibly.
Looking ahead, San Antonio City Council members taking part in the SA Challenge blood drives later today. So City Council members will sponsor blood drives with the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center within their own districts in a friendly competition. This competition can see who can bring in the most blood donors. All donors who participate in the upcoming challenge, well, they're going to receive an exclusive 2023 Fiesta medal. And get this, if you donate, you're going to be entered in to win XFL Brahma tickets. So the challenge will run until April 16th. And have you seen the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center Fiesta medals?
Yeah, it's this. We all have them there in the newsroom. Is very, very nice. And I like that you can change the blood type on it as well. Just a little knob there.
That's fantastic. Cute. All right. So there you go. Even more incentive. You're saving lives and getting an awesome
Fiesta medal. We need to bring it out.
I know.
Next segment.
I was going to say, we'll hold it till 9 a.m. Join us at 9 a.m. You can see the Fiesta medal.
There you go.
Time now 6:38, about 51 degrees out.
And just ahead, you have about a week left to file your federal taxes. How to avoid mistakes that could get you audited by the feds.
Good morning and welcome back. It is tax season again, so many of you probably already knew that, but there are things that can get you flagged for an audit.
Leslie Hudson has those so-called audit triggers that can make the IRS zero in on your tax returns.
The receipts, paperwork, calculations, and of course the massive headaches. Nobody likes doing taxes.
I
typically procrastinate until the last minute.
Even though only 0.38% of individual tax returns were audited in 2022, there are still some things that can increase your risk of being one of the unlucky few that gets audited.
If you have a sophisticated return trying to do it yourself, that would be a dangerous mistake.
Something that can get you flagged for an audit are large cash deposits. If you operate a cash business such as a restaurant, salon, car wash, or taxi service, since there's so much cash, it's easier for business owners to hide some of their income. The bank will notify the IRS if you make a deposit of at least $10,000. This also includes cash from side hustles.
If you make more than $600 on your side hustle, should be issued a 1099.
Other things that can get you flagged: claiming too many deductions, being self-employed, making excessively large charitable donations, and having assets in another country. Another red flag: mixing in personal expenses with business expenses. Also, reporting a lot of expenses on your tax return ending in a 0 or a 5, getting you through tax season without a visit from the IRS. I'm Leslie Hudson reporting.
That's not a fun journey.
No, it's not.
All right, but there are some people out and about this morning that are having a much easier journey than they had the last couple days.
Yeah, not too bad out there, Stephen.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Max. But watch out here, because I talked to our friends at TransGuide. This is actually a stalled tour bus there, or those San Antonio tour buses, I should say, impacted there in the southbound lanes of 37, but not impacting the majority of traffic. But you can see there it's getting maybe a little bit busier. That's always expected around this time. We have just started morning rush, but I always like to say no need to rush out the door just yet. I spoke to our friends at TransGuide. Nothing major has been reported, at least at this hour. Earlier, our map auto-populated some high water icons. Don't worry about that. I did speak to our friends at TransGuide. That does not appear to be the case. So just, again, dry, some damp roads, wet roads probably in some areas. Just remember to take it slow out there. Quite a quick traffic hit, guys. You know, we're starting our morning rush hour with thankfully no major issues, but let's get it back on rotation here as we take you to TransGuide at 37 at Hackberry again. That's where we have that stalled San Antonio tour bus, but it does look like something popped up here at 10 at Escondido Creek. We'll continue to watch that very closely as I try to maneuver away around this desk. Always a challenge, honestly, the feng shui. But 35 at Topper 1. Again, things are moving along just fine, and I have made it here to the anchor desk safely.
We appreciate that.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, I got to figure out a way to get around that easier.
A secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh. And we're going to have to talk to Frank about that one. All right, so it does look like we're having a little bit of reprieve from the rain, Justin.
Yeah, we've had a break this morning. There is some showers, storm activity to our south and southeast, but here in San Antonio, it's mostly just light showers. And the question will be, does it pick up again? And I will say my journey to the wall is much easier, so we're good. We're good. The green wall I'm talking about here. Anyway. No underground tunnels. We've got some light showers working through San Antonio at this hour. Nothing that's heavy at all. And it's this corridor here, which, by the way, was an area that got a lot of heavy rain yesterday, and they're getting hit again. It really has been pretty impressive that this stretch right here, Wilson, Karnes County, they are the ones that just keep getting the rain. Now, let me zoom in a little bit closer here to where some of the heavy rain is falling right now. And that is right around Campbellton, which we talked yesterday, estimates of 6 inches of rain there, and now you're getting more. There's a heavy cell just to your south and west, and it looks like you'll continue to get the rain. So this corridor here just tends to be the place where we're getting that training. Falls City, another place that got a lot of rain yesterday, and you are now getting more. And we're going to have to start to watch 181 here. I would imagine some of the secondary roads off 181 especially are starting to collect some water. It's still dark out there. Be careful. Low-lying areas, avoid them, especially this morning. And as we go a little bit further north and east towards Gonzales and Smiley, those are areas too that are picking up more and more rain. Here in San Antonio, we are noticing a little bit of an uptick in shower activity, but it is all extremely light. The computer models continue to hint at the fact that we will see more coverage a little bit later this morning and this afternoon. But it's, again, like yesterday, it's going to be rainy all day. It'll just be some of the hit or miss stuff. 1.12 in Bernie, 1.15 at the airport. This is so far. We are now adding to these numbers. Places like Falls City, where we got up close to 5 inches. Gonzales, 4 inches. You got a little bit more this morning. 1.82 in Floresville, 1.44 in Seguin. So these are really great numbers considering where we've been. Downtown about 0.7 inches yesterday, a little over an inch at Stinson. We love seeing this. Now, I know if you're watching out west, Del Rio, Eagle Pass, you weren't as lucky. Hopefully you'll get some rain today. We should see a little bit more develop out there as well. Falls City, we just showed you that. This rain gauge really does tell the story. Over 5 inches where this rain gauge is located. And that was in the last 12 hours. David sending that in. We appreciate it. As always, it really does help to tell the story across our area. When you send in those pictures, we know what's going on where you are. 51 outside right now. We've got some light rain being reported at the airport. Northerly winds at about 12 miles per hour. And here's a look at the forecast. This is one of our what we call high resolution models. And these models have not been great through this situation, but they give us at least a general idea. So around 8 o'clock, does show some of those showers lifting into San Antonio. And then most of the models we've been looking at this morning, I've been watching them closely, they do want to show an uptick in activity 10 a.m. to about lunchtime. That's kind of the window. We'll see if it times out like that, but I would say even through early afternoon, we're going to keep rain chances pretty high. And then by the afternoon, we'll start to taper them off. And especially as we go into this evening, I think we'll see less and less on radar, at least here in San Antonio, points west. Still looking at some showers going into tonight east of town. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast. 52 at 9 o'clock, 70% chance of rain. Good chances through 2 o'clock, and then lower chances, as we said, as we head into this evening. But temperatures stay chilly. Mid-50s, that's it. Easter weekend shapes up to be much better. We'll get some clearing late tomorrow, 68, and partly sunny on Sunday, 73 Easter Sunday. So your outdoor plans should be just fine. We will add in some rain chances, though, returning to the forecast Monday and Tuesday. It does warm up next week, too, but this is generally a cool forecast for April.
I don't mind that because you know we're going to have the hotter temperatures later on.
Well, we forget that just a few days ago it was in the 90s,
Yes.
and here we are in the 50s. So it has been kind of a crazy change, but it will warm back up again.
Something for everyone.
Yep.
Thank you, Justin. Just about 6:50, 51 degrees out.
Let's look back out there with live cam. Nope, not in the 90s this morning. We're at 51, so grab that jacket, and we'll be back with one last check of weather and traffic after the break.
Good morning. Coming up overnight, escalating violence in the Middle East. Israel's military launching strikes on the Gaza Strip. We're live in the region. And a new jobs report out this morning. What it could signal about the economy and where we're all headed. Also this morning, last-minute spring break travel deals, strategies to help you save, and those stories, so much more. Coming up right here on GMA.
San Antonio police have spent hours trying to talk a man out of his Southside home here. Good morning, I'm Katrina Weber. No sign that negotiating is going to end anytime soon. Now, this has been going on since late last night. They're trying to talk a man out of his home on Humboldt Street, which is near I-35 in West South Cross. They say that man is the suspect in a murder from last night. They believe that he had gotten into a dispute around 9 last night over on West Military and Commercial. A dispute with another man near a taco truck. That suspect, they say, fired into the other man's car, hitting a woman who was inside and killing her. Now, at some point, police were able to track the suspect to his home here on Humboldt Street, and they have been trying to talk to him over a loudspeaker pretty much all night long. They've been asking him to at least talk to them on the phone, but so far no sign that he is complying. Reporting from the South Side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Well, coming up today on GMSA at 9 a.m., we're going to talk about the Foundation for Life. It looks to give out $60,000 in scholarships to people working on their college degrees, how you can apply, and what one former recipient says that scholarship did for him.
Plus, he had a career with Border Patrol, and now he's in the classroom inspiring young people. We're going to tell you how students at Jefferson High School are thankful to have their criminal justice teacher at their school, and we're going to introduce you to him today as he gets recognized as KSAT's Educator of the Month.
All right, well, let's take a look out at the roadways. Steven, how's it looking out there?
I'm giving you 2 thumbs up over here, Max. Thankfully, no major issues reported, but Remember, it's morning rush, but also I think what we're going to see some relief is that maybe folks have the day off for the holiday weekend. So that's good news. You can see traffic is moving along just fine, but a few droplets have been picked up there on the TransGuide camera at 1604 right there at Marbach. But again, nothing major is slowing folks down. We're going to have to keep a close eye on things throughout the morning commute, but it's not really been bad. We've had a few stalls out there, so check your vehicles before you have to hit the roads in the next few minutes or so. But other than that, it's just quiet. And I'm going to go this way today. Yeah. Try that out, Justin.
That works out better. We've got a corridor of heavy rain still stretching from just south of Floresville over to Falls City up to Gonzales here in San Antonio. It's mostly just light shower activity. We do expect that the radar will get a little more busy as we head into the morning hours and around lunchtime. Temperatures holding steady there in the low to mid 50s with northerly winds 10 to 20. It does clear out some tomorrow, and Easter Sunday looks good too. 73 before we add in some more rain chances Monday and Tuesday. We'll be watching the radar closely. We'll have more updates through Good Morning America. We do expect that the radar will be busy at times again today.
All right, well, we need the rain, so that's good.
We do. It is welcome, and a lot of it fell over drought-stricken areas yesterday, so this is exactly what we like to see.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for joining us today.
See you back here, 9 a.m.